Hey everybody, we're here on November the 16th with the package team weekly meeting. And Joao, looks like you have the first point.
Well, we can't hear you.
Nico, you want to go over here as well? Work through the technical difficulties.
Okay, so I'll read my point in the meantime. So mine is a question. The redesign of expiration policy, does it impact our plans for the inline expiration policy in the container registry list page? And Ian is not here, he answers, so I'm going to read for him. He says that he haven't heard users needing the per image level cleanup controls. Instead, it seems they prefer more dynamic option at the project level. And if we do move forward with the line, I'll want a chance to update the design based on the new pajamas guidelines and the change we made to the cleanup policy. So yeah, my question is answered. I will proceed as them as two separate issue and not think them the same. And
Yeah.
back to Joao.
I was gonna say, I wonder if because we allow that regex control, if that gives enough control that they don't need the specific repository level control.
Yeah, they do. The issue it is in the backlog. The reason that I'm asked is that when we started the cleanup policy, they were meant to be one after the other, and the code is made modular that way. But then now the new changes, like it doesn't look like it's gonna work for both. So yeah, better to treat them separate and iterate as usual.
Cool.
Is that related to the cleanup policies not cleaning up images that are under subpaths? Or is that different?
I missed the start of the sentence, Haley. Sorry.
Is that related to the image cleanup policy not getting, they have like the project path, and if they say project path, my image tag, it doesn't get that. Is that related to this as well?
Well, this is just the redesign of the UI itself. But we were meant to use this UI moment in two different places, and now it doesn't work anymore. The new design in the old place.
Yeah, I think the tag thing is a separate issue, but would probably play in if we ever went the route of the repository level.
Right. It's just this is like that container registry repository and GitLab repository conflict where it's not clear to me like which is what people are referring to.
Okay, I'll pick up. So I noticed that we usually get some questions on the package channel related to distribution stuff. I wonder if anyone had any ideas how could we make it more clear, the separation between package and distribution, so that it would be more efficient for those asking questions and also for us answering them, because sometimes it's a while before we get to reply to that people, just to redirect them to the distribution channel. I noticed that this mostly happens with container registry stuff. Also, I believe I saw a couple of ones in the past also related with the package registry, but it seems to happen every once in a while.
Should we add a bot? Do they quote words that a bot can pick up? Because that way they will get an answer immediately, right? So zero lost, time lost.
Yeah, probably the difficult part is that those messages also include something that's related to us, like container registry or package or something like that. So it would be difficult to distinguish between those that are for the package channel and those that are for the distribution channel. I don't think we could define some keywords to deterministically determine if it is for one or the other.
Should we edit the channel topic to write in caps in the beginning, something, and this is not the distribution team or something like that? I don't know if it's useful, but I'm thinking of stuff that you can do right away, right? Because they post, if it's posted on Slack, it's someone needs to react, right? Somehow.
Yeah, probably that or raise awareness. I believe most of the questions come from the support team. So maybe engage with them and try to understand what's missing in the documentation, or try to make the separation clear. So that's the other option, I guess.
Yeah, I think if someone comes to us, with a question that maybe we know just because we have to deploy the container registry and we know at least a little bit about it. Maybe there's questions that we could handle. Maybe we just go ahead and send them to distribution, even if we're online. Just saying like, hey, these are the people who actually like have the most context with this. Like we do XYZ, they do ABC, that kind of thing. Just so that they're not getting like, I went to the package channel and they helped me, and well, it sounds bad, but I went to the package channel, they helped me. Just so like they get that redirect, they get that like, oh, I should have gone to distribution first, kind of thing.
Maybe we can craft a message. Sorry, Steve, go on.
I was going to ask if anyone's aware, is there a page in the handbook that kind of just maps directly like the different products and or stages to Slack channels? So it's kind of like an index of like, I'm having trouble with this thing. This is the Slack channel I need to ask about it in.
Not that I'm aware of.
So I feel like something like that could possibly be useful beyond just package and distribution.
There was also the idea of putting a dynamic link in whichever page of the product you are. You go to help and it will tell you which is the stage responsible for that page. But actually on this, it wouldn't work, right? Because it is actually on the gray line. I was saying maybe we can craft a message that we copy paste all the time, and that is a default with a link to the Slack and a link to an explanation why we are doing this, so it becomes evident why we are doing this. I understand that the idea is to help directly, but also training to go towards the best channel is probably the best thing here.
Yeah, I don't know if I got a canned response, I'd bristle a little bit. Maybe that's just me.
Well, it sounds like there's no easy solution, but maybe we can consider at least adding something to the topic in the channel to start, and then seeing what we can do in the handbook or other ways to respond within Slack. I think because we already have an issue open in the package team project, I think. So maybe we can continue to kind of brainstorm ideas there.
Yeah. Otherwise, we could pin a message to the Slack channel where we explain what is what and who is responsible of who.
Cool. Yeah, I went ahead and linked that issue back in there, which actually had some good recommendations of other not useful things. Yeah, is there anything else anyone wanted to chat about this week? All right, we'll go ahead and stop the recording. Bye, everybody.